Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Mandalorian Season 1, Episode 3. I'm glad to be there to watch The Mandalorian, even if I didn't post any of my reaction videos, you know, of the two first episodes yet on Patreon or on YouTube. If you don't know it, my subscribers on Patreon are gonna have my reaction videos about The Mandalorian and also Avatar The Last Airbender 1 week sooner than on YouTube, and they're gonna have, of course, an extended reaction parts. That's normal, that's what I'm doing for all of my reaction videos that I'm posting on my channel since January, you know. Every time that you are watching something on my channel, just know that on Patreon you have an extended or sometimes even maybe a full reaction part on my Patreon. And for The Mandalorian and Avatar The Last Airbender, on Patreon you have the episodes in advance. For now, I think still now when you're watching this on YouTube, it's just 1 week sooner, but with time, you know, they're gonna have the episodes maybe even sooner than just 1 week. Maybe it's gonna be more than that, if you get me interested by that. So I didn't post any of these reaction videos, so I don't know what you thought about my reactions and my thoughts about the first episode, so I can't give you, you know, any responses or stuff like that, which is weird for me. I'm not used to that. Me, I edited, you know, the first reaction video about the first episode, and I can already say stuff about it, like I already want to respond to myself. I was honest with you by telling you that I'm not an hardcore fan. I don't know everything about this universe, about Star Wars, about all of these species, all of these cultures, all of the lines, you know, that I'm supposed to know. Like, I don't know everything about everything. I'm not an hardcore fan, I'm an enthusiast fan. I love a lot of stuff into this universe, and it's so rich, so well done, so creative, and they are really thinking about so many stuff. I saw myself talking a lot during the reviews about just, you know, one scene which is lasting into the episode 10 seconds. I think that I talked about it during at least 3 minutes during the review of the first episode, because of the fact that I love how shows and movies of this franchise are done. Everything is there for a reason, and they are paying attention really to the details of the places, the costumes, the musics are also really important. Even if during the two first episodes, for me, they mixed musics and sounds, you know, of the show not so well. Like, the musics were great, really great, but they were pushing them so hard each time. Even, you know, during the editing, I was like, oh, I need to woo, come on, don't push them that hard, or make them come, you know, not so suddenly, or it has to be for surprise moments, not each time. So yes, I love this franchise for that, and I was honest with you with telling you that I'm not an hardcore fan, and if you want an hardcore fan, maybe go watch other reaction videos. And also that at first I didn't try this show because of Baby Yoda, because I saw all of these memes on Twitter and all, and I was like, you did that? Can you do that? For me, that character is so sacred, you know, that I had trouble to think that they did that. And I repeated that, you know, during my two first reaction videos about the two first episodes. But, you know, because of the fact that he looks like Yoda and we don't know his name, I think that I'm gonna continue to name him Baby Yoda, but just know that I understood that it was not Yoda, that it was a baby of Yoda sort, I don't know how to name that, a baby coming from Yoda's people, But I'm gonna name him, I think, Baby Yoda still now, because it's easier than to name him the baby, the kid. I think that they are naming him the child. Is that weird? No. It's like the Mandalorian. We don't have any name for the Mandalorian. We are calling him Mando, the Mandalorian. For me, it's gonna be Mando and Baby Yoda. That's it. You know how I'm gonna name them, so don't be surprised by it and don't come in the comments to tell me how wrong I am. About the two first episodes and what happened, so we had the two of them meeting, you know, Mando and Baby Yoda, and now he's supposed to come back, you know, he has this little adventure with his ship, but he's supposed to come back to exchange Baby Yoda and to have his money and all of that. I don't know if it's gonna happen like that, because we saw that Mando, you know, the good word for that is not falling in love with Baby Yoda, like he's not liking Baby Yoda, like this is his child, this is his kid and all. No, I don't think that we are right there, but we can see that he has some instinct for that child, that kid, like he wants to protect him, not just because of the money, you know, not just because of that, because he could have killed him, we knew it, so I don't know, there is a little situation right there, and during the last episode, Baby Yoda helped him, also saved him. I don't know. We don't know a lot about Mando and how he's functioning and all. We saw a little about his past during these flashbacks. We saw that during a battle, during the war, his family aided him so he can survive. We don't know his face, we don't know his name. We know that he's a bounty hunter and he's working for money. We also know that he can work for anyone, like really he doesn't care about it. He doesn't trust people, he doesn't trust droids. We don't know a lot about him and how he's functioning, you know, his principles and his ideas and his qualities. I have the impression that we know more about his defaults than his qualities. I want to know more about Mando, for sure. I want also to have more characters. I already said that, for me, good shows are made with different characters, different main characters, so we can have characters evolving, living stuff with them, you know. You know me, if you are watching my other reaction videos, you know that I love to be involved into a show, to have my emotions involved into a show, so for that I need things, you know, I need to have characters with emotions. For now, Mando, we had a little of them, but not that much. I need to have a good story. I can see that I'm gonna have that good story. I need to have good characters with development. For now, 2 episodes, that's not enough, but we can already see that maybe Mando can evolve, and because of Baby Yoda and that can be interesting, but I want characters, not just one. And I want also messages, subjects which are coming with the show, and I think that we already have that, you know, with the bounty hunters, with what he's doing, you know, his job, but also his past, with all of that. That's already interesting, you know, for society subjects in a way. I want to go deeper into that. I said it also, this is short episodes and we have a short season, you know, in a way. We have only 8 episodes for one season, and each episode it's 30-35 minutes episodes. That's short. That can be logical, you know, and explained with the fact that for making this show, for creating all of these scenes, because of this universe, of all of what is coming with the Star Wars franchise and all of that, all of what I said, you know, with them creating each places to have all of these details, you know, in the decor, but also with the costume, with everything, you have to put a lot of money, you know, to create each of these scenes. So I don't think that they can make more than that, you know, for each episode. If you think about it, in fact, at the end, it's an 8 hours season, which is already a lot, which is 4 movies. So that's already a lot. So I'm accepting that, you know, to have short episodes like that. But because of that and because of the story that they are telling to people, they have to rush things. Really, each scene has a purpose. In each scene we have an action moment. Like really, they are rushing stuff a lot, but at the same time, they are creating a big narrative arc, but also stories and new characters for each episode. So it's weird, you know, to have some things being rushed because they don't have a lot of time, and at the same time they are creating stuff for each episode. That's a weird risk, but I'm okay with that, and I think that it's going with the fact that they are creating one episode for 1 week. Like, they are not creating the season like an entire story like some shows can do now because of the binge watching situation. I was gonna say, like, people are used to binge watch shows, and sometimes also channels and Netflix and Amazon and all, they are used to drop all episodes in once. So they are thinking about how they have to write their episodes in another way, like they just have to tell a story like that. I think that for The Mandalorian, they are thinking more like old shows, not that old, but you've got me, old shows were thinking like each week we have to give something new, something to our viewers. I think that they are more into that way of thinking how to write the rhythm of their show, but also each stories to create something new in each episode, even if it's lasting only for one episode, even if they're creating one character only for one episode. I think that they're gonna function like that. At least that's the impression that they gave me with these two first episodes. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking right now and let's go for this episode 3.
You know where to find me. It's not a toy.
No.
Yes.
What do you want to this baby? All of that, all of this. He's crying! Just ask at least what they're gonna do to him.
What are your plans for it? How uncharacteristic of one of your reputation.
Yeah. You had to go right there. If you want to do something, if you want, not now.
My armor has lost its integrity. I may need to begin again. These were cast in an Imperial smelter. These are the spoils of the Great Purge.
Our secrecy is our survival. Our survival is our strength.
Our strength was once in our numbers.
Can we know more about your story, guys?
This tower shares tables.
Do you really want to fight each other?
The Empire is no longer. When one chooses to walk the way of the Mandalore, you are both hunter and prey.
This is the way.
And that's a cult almost.
Helped by an enemy.
Not an
How did an
enemy.
enemy help you in battle?
They did not know it was my enemy.
I shall use the excess to forge whistling birds,
Reserve some for the foundlings.
as it should always be. The foundlings are the future. This is the way.
Ooh, again flashbacks. Did I survive? Oh no! Oh! I'm sorry, I was
Interested in your
into it. Area specialty. They already knew you before, but now with your new brilliant armor.
Mando! All of them! But not one of them closed the deal. Only you. I, for one, I celebrate your success. Because it
For
is my
once?
success as well. I want my next job.
with him
What?
and your interest.
They work for the Empire. What are they doing here? The Empire is gone, Mando.
No, not.
Let's go back to the core and report them to the New Republic. That's a joke.
Are you a sentimental? Great, really well done, you know. We can't see his face, still we are guessing emotions, you know, because of his silence and all. Ew! What are you doing to him? I hope that it's not experiences or weird stuff like that.
Extract the necessary material and be done with it.
Be careful, Mando. These two are out, but they're gonna come back, and we have more into it. You're not really subtle. You're good, for sure you're good. Careful, careful, careful! Yes.
Please don't hurt him. It's just a child.
What did you do to it? What did you do?
I protected him. I protected him. If it wasn't for me, he would already be dead. Please.
Maybe. Oh yes, you have that now. Your ship, Mando, real quick. These people, they are not gonna help. Ooh, they all have the news.
Welcome back, Mando. Step aside.
You're gonna fight
Go on
your
my ship.
partner?
The kid's coming with me. If you truly care about the kid, then you put it on the speeder.
You're all alone against all of them. Even if you're the best, I'm not sure that.
Drive! Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk to my ship with the kid, and you're gonna let it happen. We take the kid. And if you try to stop us, we kill you, and we strip your body for parts.
That's not what I'm calling a deal. Hello. Ah, that got me! It's too cute. Ah, some help? Your lot in your arm and well.
Get out of here. So you have to relocate the Cobra. This is the way. This is the way.
I was wrong. Now there for you.
Hold it, Mando.
Oh no. Ah. Mando out. You're not dead, okay. Thank you guys. Really, I was so wrong about you. It's logical, you know, that this is the end of the episode. We closed one situation, we finished one story with one place. I didn't expect to have resolved all of what happened during this episode in just one episode. Again, like I said during the intro, they are really rushing stuff. All of the actions, like so many things are happening in each episode. They have to. Again, they have to. 8 episodes, only 30 minutes episodes, they have to. Really, it's changing everything with the way that I'm thinking, you know, of shows and how people are writing shows. It's changing everything. Because I have to consider that, the fact that they're forced to rush actions and moments for the narrative arc of the season, you know, for the journey of the season, for what they have to resolve to do in a season. I love shows, you know, sometimes which are taking the time to explain stuff, to talk about why they are doing stuff, about the consequences of what they are doing, about also the emotions of the characters. But right there, the only characters that we have since the beginning, it's the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, I'm naming him Baby Yoda, but you've got me, it's a baby from Yoda's people. He's a kid, a baby, who is not talking at all, who is expressive a little, so we can have some emotions on his face, but that's all. It's not talking at all, and we don't know anything about him, his name, why they are all searching for him, anything, nothing. And the Mandalorian is not talking a lot. We don't have his name, we don't know anything about him, we know a little about his past, but that's really a little. We can't see his face, we can't see his emotions, See, I can't connect really with these characters yet because of that. I'm interested by them and still I can read some emotions, some thoughts because of the baby face and also the Mandalorian silences. It's really with that, you know, that we can understand that he's feeling stuff because of his silences and what we think that he's looking out, because still we can't see his eyes. That's really weird, you know, to connect with a character through his silences. They are doing that, they are rushing things, and because of that, we have a lot of moments of actions during these 3 first episodes, and we have a lot of things happening for the main storyline. During this episode, we didn't have this little story that we had during the first episode, and also another one during the second episode. Right there, that was really just about the fact that the Mando is changing his mind and is gonna give the kid to the Empire guys, and after that he's gonna take him back. And he's finally escaping, his people helping him. I was wrong about that. I thought because of the fact that they had together, I thought that they were not gonna help him, that they were not functioning like that inside of their people, you know? Like, they are fighting so much to survive and they were not appreciating what he was doing, his job, you know, and how he took this money and all. I thought that they were... I don't know what I thought. I was gonna say that they were playing just for themselves, but at the same time we can see that they are functioning together as a group, almost as a cult, you know, like he was giving some still for their people. And what they were saying about... yes, maybe I misread that, you know. Because of this fight, I thought that they were only doing stuff for themselves, and I misread the part, you know, of how they were functioning as a group to build a future together and to survive together, in fact. I saw that part, but during the episode maybe I didn't pay enough attention about it, and that's why at the end I was not expecting them to help, but in fact it's logical that they are helping, that they are just right there. I can see why I was wrong just right there. So now that you have the kid, what are you gonna do with him, Mando? Like, a lot of persons are gonna search for that kid, the bounty hunters, but also the Empire guys. They all want that kid. And for the Empire guys, they wanted to kill him. The professor right there, he said something like, I protected him because I kept him alive. And I think that he was right with that. Why were they searching for that kid? Because that's it, I've got it. I explained during the intro. I saw that during the editing of the first episode. I put the show at the right place. The Empire is gone. So it can't be Yoda as a baby. So it's a baby coming from Yoda's people. But why this kid is so important for them? Is he related, to Yoda? Can it be that? I mean, at some point, we know how the Star Wars franchise works, and we know that at some point, we have to have a connection with the movies, with the story that we know. This show has to be connected with that. It can't be just a story for itself like that, like they're creating a story just for itself. It has to be connected with the main story. By what or by who? I think that it's more by who, and I think that it's by Baby Yoda, by this kid. Maybe he's related to Yoda. I don't think that it can be his kid, but maybe his brother. You who are watching this, you already binge-watched the entire season 1 and the entire season 2, so you are losing with seeing me making series like that, but you have to understand that I know nothing about this show. I really read any spoiler nowhere. I made no researches, nothing, because I hate spoilers, so please be careful with spoilers on your comments. And like I said a lot of time, I'm an enthusiast fan of the franchise Star Wars, but I'm not an hardcore one. So maybe I'm missing something important and big just right there. You know, that's something I'm worried about that. I'm worried about you guys being like, she's so stupid, she's not seeing that and that. How can she not see that? That's so important, and if she's seeing that, she's supposed to know that it means that and that because of what happened at the minute 10 of the movie 6 of the... See? Even if I'm putting warnings in my intros and reviews, even if I warned you since the beginning, I was honest with you, and maybe I'm gonna lose, viewers because of that, because I'm honest and I'm saying that I'm not a hardcore fan and people maybe want that only. I'm seeing it, I'm there for the entertainment, I'm there because I love this franchise. Even if I'm not a hardcore fan, I'm an enthusiast one. I really love how they are doing it, how they are producing it, how they are really putting it alive, like how they are creating it. I'm impressed by that and I love that. I'm there for the entertainment. And I hope that you guys, you are there also for that, if you're watching my reaction videos, and that you're gonna be nice and respectful on the comments. I know that I'm gonna have some bad comments, some trolls who are not gonna hear that in the intro and the review, and who are just gonna call me stupid. If you are just calling me stupid, just know that I'm gonna erase your comment. If you are using some arguments and if you want to talk with me, to engage a conversation with me and to give me information that I'm supposed to have in a polite and respectful way, go for it. I'm gonna leave your comments, maybe I'm gonna even respond to you. I'm okay with that, I'm not erasing comments which are wrong for me. Not at all. Really? Not at all. Just the ones who are calling me bad names. But see, I wanted to say it at some point that for now I didn't post anything about this show on YouTube and not even on my Patreon, and I'm worried. We'll see how it's gonna go. Okay, so this is all for today for you and for me. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Crazy.